Hello, I'm Saurabh Chakravarti. I'll be giving a course on discrete mathematics. It will be a 40-hour course. The subject of discrete math deals with discrete objects. Now, what are discrete objects? Anything that is not continuous is discrete. For example, integers like 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on are discrete. Similarly, any finite set is discrete. Any objects that we get to see in the day-to-day affairs, for example, balls, beans, chairs, tables, they are all discrete objects. Many problems that we face in our day-to-day affair or the problems that we see in our research actually deals with these discrete objects. For solving this kind of problem, a certain set of tools or techniques are used. This set of tools and techniques are what we will be going to study in this course. In this course, we will be mostly focusing on proof techniques, problem solving, and modeling using objects like graph theory and so on. Every week, there will be 6 lectures of half-hour length each. And out of these 6 lectures, 2 of the lectures will be devoted to problem solving. In discrete math, problem solving is a very important component, and hence we would be focusing a lot on that. We will also be giving regular assignments. Most of them will be objective types. I will also be giving assignments which are not necessarily required to be submitted. These are for your practice at home. I hope you will enjoy this course. Thank you.